Yo. So if you're seeing this, I'm doing another one just to try and get the herd on here for this bit, and I'm gonna bake it. So we're gonna be having a laugh and seeing how much this affects. I think that needs to be 1 or 99. No, 1. We good? Okay, that's not bad. Right, so at the moment, if I do all of that, one, and then 10. Okay, that should all be the same now. Okay, collisions. Let's do. It's probably gonna have multiple collisions here. Okay, so let's do 22. That's bad. Right, okay. I just don't want it clipping like that. But, I mean, I can always fix that. Simulate during... Oh, wait, what? Oh, it just closed. It just flat out closed on me when I was trying to do stuff. That's just great. See, where are we up to? It was that one, right? Oh, no, that was the other one. Let's just go back to here, and then go paste. Oh, now I don't have that info, so now I've got to go grab it again. Okay. I gotta get all of this data here, and copy that into a new file with Frisk. We'll just do, like, idle Frisk. And then we'll just go... Okay. $960 there, and then we'll go from there, and we'll set this up as a new file. So we'll do like fallen down end Frisk, right? And then the reason for this is because I'm gonna go like this. And then we're just gonna take the her, and we're gonna work with the her exclusively, and just see where this goes. See. Okay. Let's see if I can actually... Hey, John! Can you make the head a separate collision object? Yeah, I can. It just... It's more that it's giving me that crazy bounce. Hang on. I just need to, copy things here. Oh, fun times. So, oh, let's see. Just gonna put some like decent music on in the background, and away we go. Okay, so I had this partially set up before, but the problem was that when I tried activating physics, it just said no. So it was a pain in the ass. Like for this, we now have it like that. And this is actually kind of good because it moves. Okay, for 0.1 there. It moves as we simulate. Let's try 0 and see what that does to elasticity. Oh, it actually curves it? Is that? Length elasticity. Let's try like 0.6 for a laugh and just see what happens. If anything. Or actually, just ramp it all the way to 0. 0.8? Oh, okay. Because okay, so I don't know about that one. Weakens the elasticity. Higher means more likely to be free. Wait, what? Okay, so if I just go like that now, I have no clue. Multiply for gravity in the scene. Okay, let's try 2 instead. See what happens. That moment where the mic's slightly away, I'm just like, oh, okay. Okay, so maybe not that then. Friction air drag. How much will the bones be slowed down? Higher means more drag. Well, let's have a laugh. Like, I really don't see the difference right now. And that's really awkward because I don't get that. Returns to rest quicker. Let's try that one. And that doesn't look too bad like that. And then we just... Like, honestly, this looks pretty natural anyway. Apart from the goddamn twist there. Like, that is not good to start with there. I'm wondering whether I can, like, edit stuff like that pretty easily. Let's see if that one actually twists in at all. Because if I can avoid stuff like that, that seems to be alright there. What about this stuff? Because, like, that's just weird. Like, I don't even know what that's doing there. Can I just... I'm gonna twist these bones back and hope for the best. That one there. Oh. That one's gonna be there and then twisted. And then down. I love the way I'm doing this on, like, the eve of my birthday as well. I'm just like, yeah, it's fine, I'll just get this done. I know you can do her physics, but I don't know if Blender has it. You can do, like, multiple different ways of doing it, but this isn't too bad right now. Like, these at the back, though, I feel like... Because this is just one way of doing it. I feel like with this... Spring angle stiffness. Higher means more rigid. Small effect on bone length. Higher means more rigid to tension. Let's try 0.5 then for that. This is kind of a neat way of faking it. Just a little bit. No. Let's try this and see what happens. Oh, no. 0.5 there? 0.4? I want to try and take this. I guess as much as I can here. Let's try gravity as 0.5 there. So I want to kind of try and get this to be just about right. Hang on. Okay, so that's not good. I need gravity to be like 1 there. Hang on. Was it 0. Oh, it was. And then let's do 0.5 there. One means full jiggle. Okay. Higher means more rigid, has a small effect on... Okay. Elasticity... Higher means more rigid tension. Let's try like 0. Oh. Oh. Oh no. That is... Yeah, let's just put the hair back. I love the way it's like, yeah, you're not having that back now, dude. Dude, that was... That moment, it's not having any of it. Maybe like 0.99 there? And see what... Oh, crap. And see what happens. Jesus, I know, right? Is that slowly just... Is that because of gravity? Because I can't remember what the settings I had for this previously were. Hang on. Because I did originally have this set up pretty nicely before, but... Let's try it. Okay. So no playing around with that one. That one's a no-go. Problem is, like, all of these messing around now because of all of this. It's either that or... Hang on. I get rid of the bone physics there, right? And we just go... Preferences. I take off that one. And I put on this one. Then we go bone tail. And then all I need to do is, like, mess around with this. So this is, like... 20. Mass. Gravity. 0.5. 10? Or 5? Let's... Because I like how this one... I've got 2 for simulating, and one of them is, I think, for another thing. It's just because they work differently from each other. I think it's also because I'm expecting a lot of bounce in the hair, but I'm not getting it because the character's not moving. You know, so that's probably what's throwing me as well. That's what I wanted to avoid, the hair going in the face. But that's not too bad, and then I can go do, like, simulate quality 3, pre-roll 200. No, I don't want that. Overwrite current, right? So then we can go... I wonder what happens if I do mass 0.5. Hang on. Okay, so we're getting there, kinda. Apart from the clipping. That though, so I might actually get away with that. Hang on. If I do that and go bake wiggle, baking just means that it takes all of those frames and then just goes, yeah, those aren't physics anymore. I do no need. Jiggle jiggle. I like having all of this kind of like stuff at my disposal. It's like now, not like that, right? It's it's done. And then we can just be like, where is it? If I do that there, right? So we start from there, then we don't have that, but we do have a little bit of that we can stretch out. So I can go like, there we go. Totally not cheating at all. It's okay. It's all good. It's no big deal. It's not as if I manually have to animate stuff in a moment. This is all the thing that I used to do. Like, imagine me doing this, like, by hand originally and trying to fake this for, like, the rest of the project. That would be so much work. He's cheating. I know, right? Right, so if I take out that frame there, and we go to there, right? Take out all of those frames. And then it goes slightly there. Does that clip through? Yeah, it does. Okay, so from there, we need to take out to about there. Right? And then we go. Right? I love the way I'm getting her physics without actually having physics turned on as well. Which means I'm saving on a lot of frames and performance for when I'm rendering. Because some of these add-ons I'm like basically new to. And of course, because I'm new to them, this is like blowing up in my face. Right from there, the rest of those frames can just go. Because what's happening is, it's clipping through the head. So I need to do the same with these. Are they... Yeah, from about there. None of those need to move anymore. Stu loses my... Yeah, no, imagine, like, there was a time when I used to take pride in doing this with no assistance, no modifiers or anything. Like, imagine if I still did that now because of how many characters I'd have to do this for, you know, for, like, various different scenes and things. That would be absolutely insane. Oh, crap. As long as it looks just about right. Works harder. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I defaulted to these in the first place, because I was like, dude, it's going to take me forever, and I can only simulate stuff so much by eye. You know, like, even though I can turn around and confidently say, like, yeah, there was a point where I did this, and it was looking pretty damn good for, like, the earlier previews. No way I could have done this for, like, the entire thing. That would have been terrible. There we go, there's that. That's where it clips there. I gotta check that ear. Oh no, the ear's fine. Okay, okay. So it hits. You and Frisk kind of got the same hair. It's totally not a conspiracy. I saw a good one. Jen uses Chat GPT to render off her avatars sometimes, or ideas for them, and she got one today, which was amazing because it was basically like realistic versions of me, her, and Rachel, but obviously in avatar form. It was great. Like, I've got it on my computer. Jen uses it as her avatar currently on freaking Root. Yeah, it's like the cutest thing ever. And Rachel has a teddy bear as well. So I'm like, oh. Yeah, that's not too bad. I just realized I have not had the record button pressed there, so it's not gonna have altered stuff like that, but provided it doesn't clip. You must get her a Waddles teddy bear. Oh, I got a couple of Christmases ago, I think it was. I got her this one from Costco when my parents came up to visit. Like, oh, it was fun. Um, I went in and I dragged my mum in with us, and there was this massive like they'd come up, they'd spent like the entire night basically driving down to see us, and then they go and stay in a hotel. And I grab her that day, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna get Rachel a teddy bear from Costco or something. And she's like, what? I drag around the store, and we get this teddy bear that's literally like the size of this woman. It's like literally 4 feet tall or something, but it only costs like $30. And I'm like, I'm getting that, and she's like, no, you're not. And I'm like, no, I'm getting that. It's for my daughter. I'm getting it. And she's like, I am not walking around the store with you if you're getting that. And I'm like, okay, you can stay in the car then. I just went, got it, put it in the trolley, and it was so funny. It's currently sat in the house. Rachel uses it all the time as like a climbing frame or cuddles it. It's amazing. I think we're good here now. Hang on. Double check. This is gonna have like, I think, hardly any facial stuff in until later on. Yeah, John, they do. It's crazy as well. Dude, that's looking good. I got her physics without actually having her physics. Okay, so then it goes. So if I copy this now, because the all the other stuff is turned off, right? So if I put that in the scene, that should literally be like one of the final things that I need to do for the scene. I am so paranoid about this, like, not working. Copy all these frames. They go into the buffer, and then we go. Wait, is this the. Just double check in here. Yeah, okay, so if I can go. Boop, 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 boop. Trying to get rid of all these bones apart from just the hair, so I can do this. Hang on. If I hit it from there now, I should be able to see what bones I have left. There we go. Right? And then we get to there, and I just paste. What is that? Come on. I know you can accept the data. Being a pain in the ass. Hang on. I know it can accept these. Right, copy. Take that. Hey, memes. Yeah, I know, memes. There we go. So does that work properly now if I do? That looks like it's working. He's old in 30 minutes. Nah. Give me a sec. If I... 11 tomorrow, actually, in the morning, but... let's try, what, 20... 26 minus... 1 year older, but it's no big deal. I still feel like I'm 12. I just realized Toriel's floating in the background. That's because I moved her before. Watch. You can see it there. Why is Toriel there? Toriel in God mode. New gen like shows this is gen. Right, so I need to move Toriel back. Why is she just like... What? Hang on. Oh, wait a minute. Is that because of the... I have no clue as to why she's there. She's following a path. The path was already set up. She doesn't need to follow that now. The tutorial path. So let's take her away from the path. Thank God she's not floating around now. Vroom, yeah. Okay. There we go. Approaches the save. Toriel's nowhere to be found. Actually, does she come out in scene the... Like, if I look, is Toriel in the background just, like, floating? Where actually is she? Right, she's, like... She's in the main area? Can we just, like... I was gonna end this bit. Like, I'll show you in a moment. I was gonna end this bit, with Toriel looking down at Frisk, beckoning them to come up. But, it ended up changing. Because I was like, you know what? I don't fancy that. I figured I would end there. Because then what I can have is the whole thing, say, like, the shadow of the ruins looms over you and fills you with determination, like it does in the game. So it ends on that shot there. Where is it? That one. It, like, slow pans out there. And then the next bit I can actually say is, like, the ruins. Like, for instance, memes. Would you say... if I go into camera flight mode here, would you say that, like, because this is the first room, technically, that we're now in the ruins when we go through this door? I know you could say, like, oh, you're in the ruins already because you're in, like, falling down bit, but... Because I think that's fair to say, especially considering the door's, like, right there. Like, what... Would it be fair to... Meme says, what? So from here, we're outside the ruins, right? We're basically in the starting cave. Right? When we go... I was working on it. That's fine. That's fine. We're in the starting cave, right? We hit the save. The next bit we're going to see is Frisk coming into here. Because this is technically the first room that you walk into that's full of, like, bricks that look like the ruins and everything else. Would you consider that to be the start of the ruins? Or is it through that door? Because the door is the one that's the puzzle. You know, where Toriel's like, flips, and then you go in. Like, it's not a trick question or anything, I'm just... From perspective, to me, that's like the beginning of the ruins, because we're literally entering them. The start of the ruins is next to the room with the puzzles. Yeah, that's fair then. That means that literally the moment we enter here, we're in. Finally. You know, because... So get this right, the shot ends there, and then I don't think it's bad to say, like, the next shot is from, like, in here, and we see Frisk coming round and then coming in. And then we go to an over-the-shoulder, and it's Toriel waiting here where she normally would, and then we engage naturally, because then we don't have to, like, apart from not having to animate Frisk going up every single stir there, we don't have to see every little bit of the intro. The only reason I've done it this way so far is just to kind of, like, settle everybody into the atmosphere and stuff, and I can also put, like, credits for people's names in the beginning and stuff like that. You know. But I feel like jump cutting here and having, like, Frisk walk across here and then come in is, like, the next shot. So we got... That seems good. Yeah, so I think I'm pretty much done then with that bit. Hang on. I think... Let's see. Oh, dude, hang on, I got an idea. When do those... There we go. Okay, so if that's the case, I might put the soul back in here just for a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna put the soul back in. Just give me a sec. Does the soul actually have spoilers on it? Character tutorial. No. I'm sat here like, dude, does it have spoilers? But is it over here as well? Okay. So it's that one, right? Yeah. Okay, so I just need that then. Like, I swear I've got like a better version of that. Just gonna... But if I delete it, it might cause issues with some of the stuff that I've got at the moment. Let's see, is that the other Frisk version? Yes, it is. Okay, so I can delete that now. Clean that file. Then it should run a little bit better. And then I'm going to need... Wait, do I have a second one? Hang on. Oh no, those are the soul flare bits. Okay. Can I just... What's that empty for? I have no clue what that empty's for. It's... Like, just give me a sec. I just need to see whether this has spoilers in. Let's see, soul. I swear I have like a rigged version of the soul properly. Hang on. Is it that one? Gonna have to like open this in another file. Let's open up another one. Soul. Oh, interesting one for you. Memes. Do you mind if I ask? It's not a personal question. It's an art one. I just figured I'd ask it just for the sake of it. See if I get a response to that. Meanwhile, I get to see if this damn thing is rigged. No, it isn't. Okay. John, because I know you do art as well. Can I ask for your opinion on this? Okay, let's move these away. Okay, so obviously, you know from doing art that reference is everything, right? If you don't have reference, normally your artwork turns out bad, no matter what it is. Right? That's why everybody's always telling people, like, always use reference. So, when it comes to reference, would you say that anything is fair game? Like, provided you have the reference, you know, you could use anything for reference. Or is there do you personally think there's like an out of bounds area for reference where it's like, yeah, you don't do that. No. Anything goes, says John. The only reason I ask is because I'm sat here thinking like normally when I've seen anything, whether it be for making in 3D or whether it be reference that I need, I'm sat here thinking, you know what? I'll just get reference for it. And like with the as long as you straight up not one for one stealing the design. So like for instance with animation or 3D, like turning something into 3D, what would you say would be the limit there then? Because like obviously with 3D is a little bit different, you know. Let's go this way. Depends, like a character. No. Like for instance, where is it? Hang on. Just let me parent this just so I can see. So that moves like that, right? But if I then drag that over there, it goes with. The reason why I want it like that is so I can move both of them. So it's like soul. Oh no, you can't see. You can't see that because I'm trying not for spoilers. Hang on. Soul movement empty. Okay. Right. So I've got that set up. I'll if it's like from rock texture. No. What I mean is like, say for instance, I've got this at the moment. I'll just save it. If I hit save there. Right, so I have this file that I made ages ago. And there we go. So this is the glass soul that I made. Right? Now, I got the reference for this shape. The actual shape of it. I got that from an AI image that I generated. Right? And the reason for that is because I found the shape a little bit awkward to make myself. So what I did was, just pretty much like you would do anything else, I took the reference, modeled around it myself here. You can even see that because I have the progress for this. I modeled around it and then used a modifier to then break that and then get the shattered look on it, where I was working on it for a while to get it looking right. Don't know why I've got that underneath. It might be the effect there. But the whole idea for this was to obviously try and get this looking real nice. You know, because I wanted this shape. I wanted the shattered. Now I can tell you, none of this 3D object is literally done by AI. This is all me that's done this. I love the way it's gonna like crash now because of the flares, maybe? Hang on. Oh, it struggles. it struggles with flares because of how high poly it is. But no, I oh jeez, I took the image and then all I did was I just modeled around it and made it all into 3D myself. Then applied a glass um a glass effect to it, and then broke it using a modifier. So none of this is using like AI or anything. But apparently some people have taken issue with that. Because apparently basically like even just using AI as like reference is bad. I don't personally I don't understand how, you know, like for this in particular, all it did was help me get a shape. It's like sculpting or anything. You'd use all the tools to help get a shape there that you could then use to make something like this. It's not as if I've like cheated, you know. Um, I suppose you could say I could have just like hand drawn the lines myself. I could have like attempted to hand draw where I wanted this to be, so it could be as angular as hell. You know. Um, Either way, I don't think that's bad, but apparently, yeah, for some people, it's just not good enough. So I was just asking for the sake of it. Not like I think AI images for reference are fine. See, like for reference, the way that I see it is like I'm not stealing the reference and going, look, the reference is mine. All I'm saying is that the 3D artwork under it, or rather the 3D artwork that I created from it, is, you know, it's not as if I'm turning around and being like, this artwork, man, it's mine. It's mine totally. I did that from scratch and then I put like the 3D over the top. It's weird because, like, especially with other stuff in 3D, like, how do you go about that in terms of like, oh, I've got reference for a gun. Do I need to go out then and ask for permission from the person that's made the gun? Because I've got like an image or an actual like 3D representation, like say an actual in hand 3D like plastic model of a gun or something, and you take photos of it and you model it and then you use that and go, that's my model. Well, then what the hell do you do then? It's all kinds of weird. I know it's not exactly the same because it's not AI, but it's kind of the same principle of like you're taking something that's not yours and you're not claiming it's yours. You're making a copy and then claiming that the copy is yours because you've made it in 3D. You know, it's weird. You let's do that there. So if I do soul. Red. Soul. I had to like name it something there because it wouldn't let me have it otherwise. It's like, dude, what do you mean? Right, so if I do that, my whole idea now is I put this in the shot because I think it'd be cool just for a little bit. I've got to like be so careful at the beginning where I place the soul because of story reasons, for like the player and stuff. So it's gonna be crazy. I need the soul to be like that big. Now the question is, from there, can I attach a light to it, or does it already have one? Because I actually like the soul having a little light on it. Light point. right? And then that's attached to the movement cube. And then we do that. And then we go red. People used to think a graphics tablet was cheating. Yeah, that's true. Okay, and then I do custom distance, and I make that like 5 or even 1. Okay, true. 2, 1. I want to see where I can get this. Oh. About there, we're just starting to see a little bit of... If I put that there, right? Then I do movement empty. I want to see how this affects... Oh, look at that. Okay, right now the idea for this setup is that we have the soul there. What's going to happen is we're going to have it off screen and we're going to bring it on screen round there. Hang on. This is like all kinds of like crazy trying to make sure that this is all done correctly so it's out of the way and doesn't spoil anything and yeah. Right, so in that shot, everything's fine, and then we go... There we go, so it's there now. Right, so if I check the shot there, and we go... I want the soul to end up... Where is it? To end up roughly about there. Now let's see... Can I have that there? But like... Can I just see how that looks speed-wise at the moment? Okay, so then we need to go like... This is gonna be the funny bit of like animating it. That looks so good. Like the fun thing about this now... Oh crap. Is that... Dude, where the hell... Oh, there it is. I lost it because it's so tiny. The whole thing is, I like making the soul have emotion. So we've got like this at the moment, right? So what we're gonna do is... This is gonna be so funny. Gonna have the soul just there. And in shot, it's gonna look like it's peaking. There are reasons behind this, but I can't explain them. So we're just gonna be like... And then I need to make sure that that is all lined up and fine for that last shot as well. Like Frisk already kind of knows what's going on here. But it's funny just like... Can I just... How does that go into place? Can I just see that in 3D? Something about that looks off. It might be the position. Or it might be that like that, right? If I swing that out there, so it adds a little bit more personality to it. We go like... If I do that, right? And then... Because I wanted that shot. I wanted this last shot there, like that, you see. Like, just that shot is cool. For so many different reasons. And I still need to actually do the edit there, but like... Let's do a little cheeky thing here. So we got... Put that there. All I'm thinking now is that orb that flickers around Sonic and SA1 whenever he found a bit... Oh, Tikal. Yeah, Tikal's interesting. Ooh. Let's see if I can... Hang on. I need to stay a little bit there, and then we go. That's the vibe the soul is giving me. That's good, yeah. That's really good. I just need to make sure that this is... Okay, so if I... Oh, yeah, that's... Oh, perfection. Right, let's... Dude, that shot there, and then with the lighting as well. Let's just... I love the way the lighting affects for the side. If you want reference for how the soul can move, look at 343. Oh yeah, totally. All the ghosts from Destiny. Right, now all I need is the actual effect, right? So, the effect that I have on the soul here should literally... I just like how it appears from behind Frisk. It's there at certain points, and yeah, it's important. Like, it won't always be there, but when it's there, there's a good reason for it. Like, from this bit. Boop. Right, from there, I need that particle effect to start. So, like, for instance, from there, we need 1658. Ending time is going to be, let's try 2290 because of the way that this works. And then we should have... There it is. Now, the only problem is it's slightly big. If I go like that... Oh, dude. I gotta see that bit in, Hey! Even though it's running like 2 FPS? Oh, dude, I'm loving that. Like, seriously loving that. The only thing is, I think I might need to put a light there on Frisk at the end. Like, having the lights here looks good. Just trying to figure out whether I need to do any more work with the lights. The thing with Tikal is she's an actual sprite, from, like, Sonic Adventure 1. If I remember rightly, she's just a 2D sprite, but the way that she moves, yeah, is actually pretty good. trying to think if I need any edge lighting around Frisk's face. The thing is, everything in here is so bright. This bit, that it's like you don't really need edge lighting, although it would be nice to have it around the hair. But they're so far away from this as well, it makes no sense. I can have, like, really dim edge lighting, I suppose. It also doesn't help that they have the yellow there. And then that fades and we get the red, and we've still got a bit of yellow as well. I thought it would look a lot colder lighting-wise. See, the reason why it's different is because there is where the save is meant to be. Oh, that save star. So that's what's making everything look bright. Sure. Boo. And then once that's gone, it looks a little bit darker. Like, the thing is, people wanted to see what was in the scene and wanted me to make it a bit brighter as well. So it is a little bit brighter than it should be. Like, hang on. Because normally, I would have had everything around that color. It would have been a lot darker, as you can see. But because of people saying, like, they wanted the background and other stuff to be a little bit less dark, that's why the back now you can actually see it and there's not too much shadow to it. Although I suppose for this scene I could maybe bring it back down a little bit to like there. Like do that and then we go. Because the idea was to try and get the lighting realistic. I don't think that looks too far off there at the moment. That's not too bad. Is that little bit still in there? I wanted the eye bit. Yeah, it is. You can see it there. Hang on. When you zoom in, I like little subtle motions like that. So it's like I like that. I really do like that. Hang on. Ooh. Trying to get a good screenshot here. That's not too bad. And then we can just be like, get a screen grab of that. That'd be pretty cool. The only thing we don't have there is the soul with any particles coming off it, but I like that. Oh, and it's just hit midnight. Right. I'm gonna at least stop the stream and get myself a drink and stuff. And I shall see you guys tomorrow when it's my birthday. Or rather, later on today. But, there we go. Thank you very much, John. Thank you very much, and thanks to anyone else that has watched. I hope you've enjoyed, and I shall see you on the next one. So until then, have a good night.